Good morning. How we doing? Shh, we're up at the golf course. Gotta keep it quiet. Wow. She hit and hit another ball. And anyways, we're out shredding the camera this morning, and it is riding real good. We bumped up. We put one more shred token in because we shred so hard. Kept the pressure about 82, and she's standing nice and high, real purty, and feeling amazing. So good, dude, so good. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm gonna be riding a lot more of this during the cross season because it's just so much fun. Good to stay sharp on the skills. We did a couple of enduro segments that we're pushing the pace, keeping the tempo high, focusing, working on focusing. I think it's all coming together. Feeling sharp, feeling fresh. We're getting close. But today's a Tech Talk Tuesday that's gonna get aired on Wednesday, and we're gonna talk about some cyclocross, and this is not a cyclocross bike, so let's just jump to Cody in the shop. Cody, take it over.
Booyah. And thank you very much, Kid Kaiser. We are down here at Kinetic on location. We're gonna chat a little bit about tires and pressures. Now, you've heard me talk a lot about tire choice, tread patterns, all that kind of stuff. But something that you have not had me talk about and is a bit of a gray area because there's so many variables and things that change is actual tire pressure. Why not run you through what I do at the races? Tire pressure, as you know, is a very crucial part. We've got 3 different tread patterns that we can choose from over the course of the circuit. And with each one of those comes a different tire pressure and a different condition and all these kinds of things that can change how we ride them. We'll start with the bare bones. We're gonna start at our most minimalist tire, the Trigger from Specialized, the File Tread. As you may or may not know, this is a tire that I don't ride a lot. It's a great file tread, but I'm never really comfortable on the file unless it's that perfect condition. I spend most of my time on the Tracer, the dry tire, great intermediate tread. But with this, my go-to tire pressure is about 30 PSI, 28 to 30 PSI. What I found, that's a great starting point. In my head, I know I can ride it in just about every dry condition, and I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna work my way down until I feel comfortable. I very rarely ever go above 30, but you never know when there's that one scenario. 2 things that I carry with me at the races that I don't currently have on location here is the digital gauge to get a reading. It's always accurate. It fits in my pocket. I throw it in my carry-on bag with me, so I always have it no matter where I'm at the races. Transferring over, jumping over to my favorite tire, without a doubt, the Specialized Tracer. I ride this all the time when the conditions permit, obviously, but this is definitely my go-to. Spend 65% of the season on this tire. Hopefully, I always wish we drift more and more and more into the mud tire range. I love it when it gets sloppy and muddy. But so this bad boy, simple and easy. I almost guarantee I'm gonna be riding 28 PSI in this. Fast rolling, good corner knobs, real consistent flow. As you get in the center patches, it rolls over to the sides and the corners. Very, very, very consistent traction. That's a key part for this and why I love this tire so much. I've ridden a lot of tires before where it's very edgy, and even on the mountain bike, some other tires and options get to be edgy, and I don't like that. This thing's consistent through and through. Then jump into the third, the most aggressive tire in the quiver, the Specialized Terra, our go-to mud tire. Now, as soon as it gets greasy, I can almost guarantee I'm gonna be running 25 PSI. We're gonna check it with our tire gauge, and then we're gonna use our Craftsman pump just to make sure that we air up or air down accordingly to get that pressure correct. Occasionally, in some real slick conditions, we might drop it a little bit lower down to like 23, 24. But it's really always what I ride. 25 on the muds, 28 on the dries, 28 to 30 on the file treads. For me, it's one less thing I have to worry about when I'm at the races. Put it to it, you're set, going pre-ride. You might be asking back home, what tire pressure should I ride? With that, it's a bit of a tougher question to ask, or I should say to answer. It all depends on body weight, it all depends on tires, where you're riding, what kind of conditions you're in. It's variable for sure. One thing that we have found is that when you're riding a cross width, that 33 width, when you open up your valve stem and you hit that That's about 1 PSI. Only on this width tire is that the case. It doesn't count for mountain bikes, doesn't count for road bikes, but we've generally found that around that is gonna be exactly 1 PSI. So it gives you a really, really good ability to go out on course and say, hey, I know I've got 30 PSI in here. This feels a little bit rough. We're gonna open it up. That's 1 PSI, so now we're at 29. Hit it again, we're at 28. So it's a rough gauge, at least in your head, you'll be able to figure it out. Find a pressure that works for you as a great starting point and continue to work from there. Hopefully you enjoy the Tech Talk Tuesday that gets aired on Wednesday. In regards to tire pressure, this is a commonly asked and constantly asked question that we get when we're at the cross clinics or in the shop. And it's something I really don't have the answer to, but I got some good tips to get there. So hopefully those help you out. There's a varying scale. There's a lot of variables that come into tire pressure, but hopefully that gets you rolling. So with that, it's gonna be over and out for the tech version of Cyclocross Week. That's what we're officially dubbing this. We'll see you guys tomorrow with more on the bike skills. Over and out. Peace.